I gave birth to my son 10 weeks ago. Nearing my due date, I was exhausted and uncomfortable and wanted my husband by my side when I went into labor. But every night, he went out to watch football at his friend's place. I suggested he stay home just in case, but he refused, insisting he had to be at game night with his brother, friend, and their buddies. He said they had certain, how can I describe it, rituals when watching a game, and he can't enjoy doing it at home or anywhere else. The night our son was born, my water broke while my husband was at his buddy's place watching a game. I called and told him to come home and take me to the hospital. He said he was on his way but never showed. I ended up calling my sister, who lives nearby, and she took me instead. My husband arrived 2 hours later after repeatedly calling to ask if I was still in labor and saying he was almost done watching the game. He made it in time for our son's birth, but I was furious with him, angry and disappointed. He gave a heartfelt apology and has been trying hard to rebuild my trust and earn back my respect after everything. Aside from that, he's been really supportive and hands-on when it comes to taking care of our son. Last night we were at my in-laws for dinner, talking about my son's birth date. My husband suddenly started reminiscing about that night and just straight up started making things up, saying he drove me to the hospital, waited around all stressed, standing on his feet forever without food or water. I was sitting there confused, like, no, none of that actually happened. The truth is, he was watching a game when I went into labor, and I asked him to drive me, but he didn't show up until 2 hours later. My mother-in-law, who takes no shit from anybody and whom everyone fears, lost it on him, yelling and asking him if that was true, and he kept quiet. She started berating him left and right, telling him to sit down and shut up when he stood up to argue, then told him to stand up when he was sitting arguing. Everyone was laughing at how she basically treated him as if he was a boy in trouble. She kept saying, shame, shame, shame on you. This is not how I raise my children to treat their wives. Jordan, you are a disgrace, and I'm disappointed because of what I heard about you. He took all his mother's berating in silence, then exploded at me once we got home, saying I made him look like a neglectful, bad husband and father by telling the family where he really was. He said I shouldn't have said anything, but I argued it wasn't right for him to lie and play the hero in front of his parents. He said I caused a rift between him and his family and asked if I was happy now.